Okay, so this is just a short video. I want to show you how to buy rail tickets for all trains in South Korea. The reason I'm doing this is because if you're like me and you like to pre-arrange a trip and get everything organised before you actually leave, this is probably a good way to do it if you're going to travel by train. I say that because a lot of people in Korea don't actually speak English unless you're in the major capital, Seoul. Outside of that, other towns, it just becomes a hassle. And if you want to just hop on a train without having the need to speak to anyone or use hand signals, I know it sounds bad, but sometimes if you've got a short trip like myself and you want to get from A to B quickly, see as much as you can, do as much as you can. This is just to instill a bit of confidence and to show you which site really is the trusted one and how the system works really. So I'm going to start by going to buy a ticket today. So yeah, Korean trains. Now their main train, not say operator, but website that covers all trains that you can purchase tickets on is this one here. Let's KO Rail. So if we click on that, now just a couple of things. If you're using your laptop for the first time, when you come here, when you click on that link, you'll actually be taken to the .com version, which is all Korean. It took me a while to work my way around this, because I don't have the application installed to decipher the Korean language. So it's just a normal PC from England. So just go up here, change to English, and then the whole layout of the page changes. So to actually buy your ticket, rail tickets, booking online, and then you'll be taken to this place here. Now I'll just run you through these. Travel category, normal type. I think this is saying first class, second class. It's a similar thing, but don't actually know what any of these are, and I've never used them. I've always kept normal type. Travel type, same as direct or indirect. If you want to go via a few stations, or I always keep direct. If I'm going to travel that isn't a direct destination, I'll book separate tickets just because I need to allow myself time to work out while I'm at each station, so I don't tend to go with the transfer one. So the date I want to travel is 20th. Now this is the important part here, so departure and arrival. Now I didn't know this at first, but Seoul has two major train stations. Yongsan, which I don't know if that's the correct pronunciation, and Seoul, these two, and also the airport, which is on the outskirts of Seoul, on the island, or well, not island, but on the coast. But yeah, these two are actually so close together in in central Seoul. When I was initially searching for trains, I was always choosing Seoul, and then obviously doing a bit of research. This is as equally big, this train station, and it is within 2 kilometers. And the good thing about it is they have a really good metro or underground system in Seoul, which is really easy to use. It's just like the London Underground, always frequent, easy to buy tickets, easy to understand, and literally it's 2 stops up the line, so you can be there within 10-15 minutes. But there is a difference between the two. So say if which I'm purchasing today, I'm going to travel to the airport from Seoul, I would choose Seoul to the airport because they're more frequent from Seoul for some reason. But if I was going to Gwangju, which is where I've been staying, I would go to Yongsan. I don't know why, but they're more frequent, and I believe this particular train station in Central Seoul has more frequent trains to other areas. It's it seems strange, but I don't know. That's the way they do it, or that's the way I've noticed it's been done. So yeah, we'll go with Seoul. Arrival to the airport. It's a short journey to the airport. It takes probably about 45 minutes. That's on a fast train. Um, so yeah, just check the date. I haven't put the time in. Don't worry about that. Train types, all train. Yeah. So now you'll get similar to Italy, where you've got the regional slow train, and then you've got the fast train, like the Italio train service, or I forget the name of it. There's a couple of them. Same as in Japan, the bullet. They have bullet trains here, really, and you'll see what they are. So um, this here is the bullet train, the KTX, which is it's a brilliant train service. It's their main one, um, but you'll see from the time scales in a minute. So don't change this unless you've got a child. I'll just leave that. I'm just one passenger. Inquire. So here now you are left with a bit of a comprehensive list. It's good because obviously direct. Here it tells you the trains, and here between Seoul and the airport it's only the fast train, the KTX, which is brilliant. Train number, which is really easy to understand when you're at the train station. So this is important. Type of train, right, to and from. Now the time. So we work this out. Yeah, so I want 7:14, and I want economy class. So select that. And now I'll ask you for your details. So when you travel, you will have to have your passport with you all the time, because they match the ticket to your passport. So I'll just check that. Yeah, that's it. And obviously nationality, it doesn't have UK or British, it's English, which is quite interesting. Don't see it that often. And then just click on the terms of agreement. Basically, I don't really know what it's about. It's probably to do with refunds, what you can and can't do, or things like this. Standard. Anyway, yeah, check your information. Check the date. 12th month of the 20th. They write backwards. Well, not really, but yeah. And here's the price here: 12,500 won, Korean won. That's good. It's cheap. Alright, I think that's about 10. No, probably like 5. Tempted to say £5. I can't. It's cheap anyway. So right now, time to pay. So yeah, overseas Mastercard, and here you see card details. It's very simple, quick and easy. Actually, I must admit. So let's put these details in. Click next. Now you'll come to this page. When I first did this, I thought that's too quick. It hasn't been processed, but for some reason it is quick, and it has been processed, and it is really good. So your payment is complete. Right. So now you'll see here is your ticket. Now I want to stress something that's quite important here. Previously on the previous section, it asked for your email address. Now, once you've bought this ticket here, you do not get an email from them with confirmation of your reservation or a copy of your ticket. Basically, you must print this, because if you do not, you will lose this ticket. So you print. I'll just save it as a PDF. Desktop. And so go back. Now, yeah. So confirm. Just before as well, before that, what I've just done is save the ticket. This is obviously the most important part of the ticket, but it gives you your car number and your seat number and the train, which was 148 KTX at the time as well, with the train station. The reason I like this is because when you're at the train station, there's no ticket barriers. You don't have to go up to the ticket office and take that bit of paper and exchange it for another ticket, which in some places you do, like Italy. I've had that before. You just literally, there's no barriers. You just walk to your platform. It'll be up on a big sign where your train is coming in. What platform? You just walk to the platform. There's no barriers. When you're on the platform, it'll show you where the cars will stop. So you can walk up to car 6, and then when the train comes in, you'll be there. So you just find your seat. You walk straight onto the train. There's no checking. It's really good service. Also, you get internet. You get free Wi-Fi, and you don't have to sign up for it. You just click it, and you get free fast Wi-Fi on the trains, which is also really good. And when they come around to check your ticket, they'll just scan this code here, which is the ticket, which is that easy. I couldn't believe it, how good it was. And the same at the other end. There's no ticket barriers, so just confirm that. Now, it says here about issuing a refund. Say if you had bought a ticket which was for multiple destinations, or it was an expensive ticket to another city, the only way you get a refund, the way I understand it, is if you go to the ticket office at the train station. But there's no real point in doing that, I'd imagine. Anyway, just to see, you've got your ticket, but just because you've got no email and that one ticket is your only proof, the other way you can double check that your ticket has actually been is valid is to go to my reservation and just type in your details with the corresponding passport number. I'll do month rather than date. They'll show up 2 tickets here because I did purchase 2. And there's the refund number, right? So I'll refund one of them tickets, and that's it. There it shows you it's valid. So you can click on the one, say whichever one here, and detailed inquiry, and then it'll tell you all your details and the refund number, and it's yeah, it's really quite good. So actually, in fact, I will get a refund there. I'm gonna get a refund number on that ticket, and that's it. It's as simple as that. Like I say, they're brilliant to use, really fast. So I was from Gwangju. I can show you where that is, and I will show you how fast their trains are. Just so between I was working and sort of temporarily living in Gwangju, which is there. You can see, and Seoul is here. So it's a fair old distance from one end to the other. these are the three main cities here: Busan, Gwangju, and Seoul. Um, and between there and there, the KTX fast train took 1 hour 45 minutes. Now, when I first came here to work, um, they they literally dumped me in Seoul on the flight, but I was working in Gwangju, so I didn't do my research before. I hopped into a taxi and asked to go to Gwangju, obviously without realising how far it was, and then made the mistake and then booked a flight, which was internal flying in Seoul. It's easy. The flights are like trains and buses. They're so frequent. Korean Air is good. You know, some planes I've flown on are quite old, but this for me the trains are much better, and they're much cheaper, and they're so hassle free. So you don't have to check anything in. You just take. There's no barriers. It's just it's the it's the best way to travel in my opinion. But just be aware that if you are trying to go, say, from Gwangju to Busan, it's there isn't a direct train line. You'd have to go north, more central, and then back down. So you are limited, but you can from Seoul you can get a train direct to basically everywhere. It's obviously the capital, so. But yeah, I hope that helps. Instills a bit more confidence maybe when trying to work out how the whole system works. Because when I first did it, I didn't know what site to